rapid increase in population over the past few years is called as population explosion. Now, let us move on to understand the various effects of population explosion. First point, problem of capital formation. Composition of population in India hampers the increase in capital formation. High birth rate and low expectancy of life means larger number of dependents in the total population. In India, 35% of the population is composed of persons less than 14 years of age. Most of these people depend on others for subsistence. They are unproductive customers. The burden of dependence reduces the capacity of the people to save, and therefore the rate of capital formation falls. Second point, effect on per capita income. Large size of population in India and its rapid rate of growth has resulted into low per capita income. From 1950-51 to 1980-81, India's national income grew at an average annual rate of 3.6% per annum. But per capita income had risen around 1%. It is due to the fact that population growth has increased by 2.5%. Third point, problem of food. Rapid rate of growth of population has been the root cause of food problem. Shortage of food grains hampers economic development in two ways. People do not get sufficient quantity of food due to low availability of food, which affects their health and productivity. Low productivity causes low per capita income and therefore poverty. Shortage of food grains obliges the underdeveloped countries to import food grains from abroad. So, a large part of foreign exchange is spent on it. So, development work suffers and rise in population causes food problem. Fourth point, problem of unemployment. Large size of population results in large army of labor force. But due to shortage of capital resources, it becomes difficult to provide gainful employment to the entire working population. Disguised unemployment in rural areas and open unemployment in urban areas are the normal features of a developing country like India. Fifth point, low standard of living. Rapid growth of population accounts for low standard of living in India. Even the bare necessities of life are not available adequately. Thus, population explosion has a drastic effect on a country like India, where it is difficult to develop standard of living, especially of the poor people. Sixth point, poverty. Rising population increases poverty in India. People have to spend a large portion of their resources for bringing up their children, which results in less saving and low rate of capital formation. Seventh point, burden of unproductive consumers. In India, a large number of children are dependent. Old persons above the age of 60 and many more in the age group of 15 to 59 years of age do not find employment, are dependent on the earning members of the family. In 2001, working population was 39.2%, while 60.8% were unproductive workers or merely consumers. This high degree of dependency is due to high rate of dependent children, which adversely affects effective saving. Eighth point, social problems. Population explosion gives rise to a number of social problems. It leads to migration of people from rural areas to the urban areas, causing the growth of slum areas. People live in the most unhygienic and insanitary conditions. Unemployment and poverty lead to frustration and anger among the educated youth, which also leads to robbery, beggary, prostitution, murder, etc. Ninth point, pressure on the environment. Population explosion leads to environmental degradation. Higher birth rate brings more pollution, more toxic wastes, and damage to biosphere. In short, population explosion hinders the economic development and therefore there is a need to control it effectively. Thank you all for watching the video.